Let's look at the 10 keys to realizing your dreams and goals. As I stated in the beginning of the program, I like to read other spiritual writers' thoughts about demonstrating or manifesting using spiritual practices and laws. I believe that these can give us the self-help that will motivate us to realize more of the good that we desire to experience in our lives. So let's look at these 10 keys to realizing your dreams and goals. So from Paramahansa Yogananda, we can read, what you are is much greater than anything or anyone else you have ever yearned for. And from the Mastermind Jesus, we can read, seek ye first the kingdom of God and God's righteousness, that's God's intelligence, and all these things shall be added unto you. And from Paramahansa Yogananda, we can read, many people unsuccessfully strive for a material goal all their lives, failing to realize that if they had put forth 1/10 of the concentration used in seeking worldly things into an effort to find God first, they could then have had fulfillment of not only some, but all of their heart's desires, from the great Paramahansa Yogananda. So let's look at the 10 keys. Number 1, put them in writing. Write down your thoughts and aspirations daily. Find out what you are, not what you imagine you are, because you want to make yourself and what you ought to be, because you want to make yourself what you ought to be. That's from Paramahansa Yogananda. It has been statistically shown that when we write down our goals and dreams, we immediately have a 50% chance of realizing them, even if we just put them in a drawer and never read them again. Now, many of us have read the little book titled It Works and have learned to write down what we want. Yet many of us have failed to realize that there is a power in the written word. Why? Because we are creating impressions on our subconscious mind. So we must tell ourselves there's power in our written word as we write these things and learn to believe it. The more we tell ourselves, the more we will learn to believe it, and the more power our written words will have. Number 2, review the list often and visualize attainment of your dreams and goals. Reading our list of dreams and goals regularly crystallizes our intent and increases our chances of realizing those goals and dreams even more, especially if the reading is accompanied by strongly visualizing ourselves having already attained the goals and dreams, especially if the reading is accompanied by strongly visualizing ourselves having already attained, that is, received, whatever it is that we desire. Number 3, be committed and take action steps. Here we go with the action again. Paramahansa Yogananda tells us, strong thoughts create conditions in kind. They set in motion the minds of others who will later step forward to assist us in realizing the goals we are visualizing. And when faith becomes very powerful, God itself will so order the sought-for attainment. That's from Paramahansa Yogananda. So we must really commit ourselves to realizing our goals and dreams by taking some action steps towards making the dream a reality. For example, if we want to learn how to play the guitar, we take the action step of signing up for guitar lessons. Until one is committed, there is hesitancy. But the moment one definitely commits oneself, then the whole universe moves too. All sorts of things occur to help one that would never otherwise have occurred. A whole stream of events raising in one's favor unforeseen incidents and meetings and material assistance which we could never have dreamed would come our way. So all these, there's an attracting power to all of this. There's an attracting power that brings all of this into play in our lives if we let it. If we let it. But we must be committed to it. We must be committed to it. That's why Jesus said, love God with all your heart, with all your soul, and all your mind. And equally important, love your neighbor as yourself. So it's to free your mind of anything but the love of life. Because to love God is to love life. To love God is to love the fact that we all stand. We all stand within this power, this intelligence, this presence, this spirit that we call God. It's within us, flowing through us. It's the kingdom of heaven, just as the Mastermind Jesus said. But number 4, clarify your goal. The bottom line is, we can't have what we want until we know what we want. And the more clearly we know what we want, the faster it will come to us. The faster it will come to us. And writing clarifies what we're asking for. God can give us whatever we want, but we have to be clear on what it is. And once we're clear, the universe provides. The universe provides. But number 5, state the intention behind the goal. Another important point. Instead of just writing down our goals, we must also write down why we want that goal. This adds powerful fuel to positive motivation or purpose to the equation. Like so many people will tell me they want money, and I'll say, well, why do you want to have money? And a lot of times people will say they want it to pay off their bills. Well, if you don't have any bills, if you don't have any debts, you're really having greater freedom. So freedom is really the intention behind the goal. Other people will tell me, well, they want to be able to give money to other people and to worthy causes. I'll say, well, your intention, then, is not money. Your intention is giving. So how much do you want to give? And who do you want to give it to? Write all these things down. Get it clear in your mind what you're going to do as if you have it right now. As if you have it. So number 6, make an action plan with a timeline. The 2 most important questions we can ask ourselves during the process are, 1, what will I do next? And 2, by when will I do it? This gives us a schedule and a time frame and really gets the wheels in motion. A lot of times people don't want to put a time frame, or they are still hesitant about their ability to receive, or they're still not feeling like they have the faith to draw the things to them that they want. So we've got to remember, we're not responsible for bringing the stuff to us. We're responsible for opening our mind to receive and taking action on whatever guidance comes to us. But the responsibility is that intelligence, that power, and that spirit that's moving through all of us. Remember, whatever God is going to do for us, God must do through us. So creating the way through us for God to demonstrate, manifest the greater joy, the greater happiness, the greater health, the greater abundance, that is our only responsibility. So number 7, offer prayer. You can offer statements or affirmations of gratitude in advance. Implicit in these words is the key of utilizing one of the most powerful forms of prayer or statement, thanking God in advance for something not yet done or achieved, because inherent in such a prayer or statement is the confidence that we have faith in God, and God will work through us to give us our heart's desire if we but tell God what we want. If we but tell God what we want. It all comes back to us. Remember, nobody can think for us. And sometimes nobody in the world, even people that you absolutely love and you feel so intimately close to, Nobody knows exactly what it is that you want and the feelings associated with what you want, because nobody can think for us and nobody can feel for us. That's all up to us. It's all up to us. So it's up to us to recognize that idea, that desire, whatever it is, personal to us, and to treat it as personal to us. So number 8, persevere despite lack of apparent results. Paramahansa Yogananda tells us perseverance is the whole magic of success. You must believe in the possibility of what you are praying for. When the can't disappears from your mind, divine power comes. When you persist, refusing to accept failure, the object of will must materialize. But that's what Paramahansa Yogananda said, but that's the same as what Jesus is saying too. Seek and you shall find, knock and the door will be opened unto you. He didn't say, oh, you only got to knock once and the doors of opportunity will lie open for you. Knock on the door of your consciousness. Keep lifting your mind up. Register, condition your mind to register in your mind your success, your happiness, your joy, your health, whatever it is, your abundance, whatever it is. When you persist refusing to accept failure, the object of will must materialize. So when things aren't happening the way we think they should, or according to the timetable we have envisioned, we always keep in mind there is no failure, only a delay in results. There is no failure, only a delay in results. And number 9, meditate daily. The surest way to prosperity lies in establishing first your oneness with God, and afterwards claiming a divine share of abundance. You must make the blissful union with God first by regular, ever-deepening meditation each day. When you achieve that attunement, your status will be changed from that of a mortal beggar to that of a divine inheritor, and you will automatically gain what you need. Gain what you need. That's from Paramahansa Yogananda. Everybody can sit in the silence. Be still and know that I am God. To be still is to meditate. Be still and let that small voice, that still small voice, speak through you, to you. Let it flash through your intuitive mind so you'll know what to do. You'll gain the ideas that will bring you the greater life, the more joyful life, the more wonderful life. And take the time every day to meditate, to sit in the stillness, to sit in the silence of your mind and listen for that still small voice. Make the time for regular and deep meditation. You just get started to do it. Your meditations, your times in the silence will go deeper and deeper, and you will feel that greater communion with the infinite more and more every day. Number 10, practice affirmation. This is from Paramahansa Yogananda. He writes, affirm, God is my own inexhaustible divine bank. I am always rich, for I have access to the cosmic storehouse. I will go forth in perfect faith in the power of omnipresent good to bring me what I need at the time I need it. That's Paramahansa Yogananda. I was listening to a video on YouTube this afternoon from one of Dr. Ernest Holmes' talks, and it was all about creating the faith that brings forth the good. And he was telling us affirmations are the most important thing. We have to speak in the affirmative. Speaking in the affirmative brings a positive energy through our mind, through our heart, through our soul. Creates a positive energy around us. So people that come into contact with us feel that positive energy and are drawn to us. So we need to schedule time for practicing affirmations with deep faith and concentration. Allow speaking and thinking affirmatively to become a habit for us. So these 10 keys can be a template for daily use and practice, even if we only practice for a few minutes each day. We shall find that life takes on new meaning and possibly new adventures that will cause us to love this thing called life in the most powerful way. And so it is, amen. So it is, amen. So what's going on?